Vosberg with a great start, along with Monson and Jonathan James. Top 3 qualifiers. Vosberg on that number 31, started from the outside of row number 1. Monson on the inside. Here comes James Monson on that Aprilia, leading the field onto the front straightaway. Actually, that's Vosberg, sorry, on the 31. Monson in second with Jonathan James in third. You got Vosberg, Monson, James, Shannon Anderson right there as well on the Suzuki. Jared Herbig on the big red Suzuki in 5th. Tyson Polk on that big shaft drive BMW number 57 in 6th, with Jordan Henry 7th. Doyne, Hirschfeld, and O'Donnell round out the top 10. In the amateur classes, Ryan Nanny leading the field onto the front straight. Matt Grant's out there in 2nd, with Max Galinsky 3rd, Bart Kozwitz 4th, and Montemayor rounding out the top 5 after just 1 lap. These are 8-lap sprint races here with ASRA today. 6 races here before the lunch break, and then once we have the lunch break, we'll probably have a 45-minute lunch break. And then race number 27 on the calendar will be the ASRA Endurance and Team Challenge. That'll be a 2-hour endurance event. Approximately 200 miles in length here at Blackhawk Farms Raceway. Vosberg still your leader, already starting to stretch the lead there, about 3 seconds over James Monson and Jonathan James. So Vosberg already got that Kramer 690 on rails here this morning, a 14.899 this morning for Vosberg, 14.899. James Monson just a click off at a 15.9, and Jonathan James fastest lap, a 1:17.599. Anderson also at a 17.7. Jordan Henry just threw down a 17.8. So the pace already fast here this morning for these lightweight machines. Leaders down into turn number 7. Monson trying to close that gap to the leader, Vosberg. Vosberg, young man out of DePierre, Wisconsin, on a Kramer 690. Great battles going on back here for in the amateur class. Is Ryan Nanny. Nanny was the top qualifier out of Quantico, Wisconsin, on another Aprilia RS 660. His best lap so far in this race, a 1:18.6. Grantzow still there in second on the number 510. Matt Bartozowitz is third. Galinsky and Montemayor round out the top 5. Vosberg trying to stretch his lead as they get to the halfway point. Vosberg's lead now 4.6 seconds. Vosberg steady in the high 14s, a 14.89. Backs it up with 14.93. Monson still there in second place, his fastest lap of 15.6. With Jonathan James there in third, his fastest lap of 16.9. So about 2 full seconds separates first from third in lap times on the racetrack. That's 8 seconds over 4 laps. So working halfway. Next up will be middleweight superbike. Middleweight superbike coming up next for experts and amateurs. This will be race number 21 on the schedule. Next up, middleweight superbike. Naney doing a good job there in the amateur class, about 7.2 seconds ahead of the other amateurs here after the halfway flag. Granzow, again, 7.2 seconds back. Bartosiewicz, another 4 seconds back from Granzow. The amateur class pretty well spread out, about 4 seconds or so separating most of the field from each other, but it's Naney who's getting around here doing 18.6 on that Aprilia. Again, a 7.2 second lead now over the remaining amateurs. The two riders having a start on pit road for Bradley Winger and Chris Labugan. Labugan's worked his way up to 7th already in the amateur class. The tougher job is from Bradley Winger. Winger had to come through all the amateurs to compete with the expert riders. He currently sits 12th in the expert class, right behind Kyle Hopp and Tim O'Donnell. So Winger, a massive mistake there, not making it to the grid on time. Vosberg continues to drop his last time. He goes to a 14.6. So Vosberg well into the 14s and staying there. 14.9 backs up with a 14.6 last 2 laps. Monson still in second, now 8.6 seconds back. Winger going side by side, going into turn number 1, going to try to pick up another position there. Winger up to 11th now. First call for race number 21. First call for race number 21. It's going to be middleweight superbike. Middleweight superbike. Race number 21. This is your first call. So Vosberg working the final lap. Holy cow, he goes into the 13s. 13.973 for Vosberg. .973 for Vosberg, now 11 seconds ahead of Monson. Working the final lap, he'll see the checkered flag next as he works the final section of the racetrack. Amateurs just now seeing the white flag for the first time. Winger picks up another position across the stripe with 1 lap to go. And there's Vosberg taking the win. He backs off a little bit there at the end, a 16.1, but Hank Vosberg will go 13.973 on lap number 7, and he'll take the win by 12.3 seconds. Go to second call now for race number 21. Second call for race number 21. So Vosberg will take the win over Monson and Jonathan James. In the amateur class, it'll be Naney over Granzow and Bartosiewicz.